Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Got a bit of a bone to pick with you fellas. I'm a bit filthy, to be honest.
Is it a backbone?
I'm a pretty mild character, generally speaking. Don't lose my rag too much. Nothing much gets deep inside my goat very often.
It gets your goat. It's not...
But boy, today, when I walked in the studio, filthy. You know, I consider you guys like mates. You know what I'm saying here?
Like mate.
Well, I mean, Mogi, you're a mate. Keezie's more of a sort of an acquaintance. You know, I'm fond of the guy.
He's been foisted on you.
Yeah, no, I'll take him under my wing and he can have a sniff.
I take him under my wing, give him a doo-doo.
Yeah. A bit of a
Thanks, fellas.
A knuckles thing there on
Noogie.
the skull. And I was absolutely disgusted by what I saw in the studio today.
Yeah.
Was it Minogi?
A box of chips.
Oh, yeah.
We're not talking one or two. We're talking a box of delicious chips.
Yeah.
About 15 packets in the box, strewn everywhere, right in front of my studio here.
Yeah.
And I found out that Mogi had got in touch with the chip company.
Yeah.
And got them to send me up a box of chips.
That's correct.
Enabling disgraceful behaviour.
Yeah.
You know how hard I'm working on my body at the moment. How good is it looking, by the way? You want to touch me, Keyzie, do you? And we'll have a bit of a feel. Then, I got home last night. My wife bought a massive bar of chocolate.
A block
of chocolate. What made me even more filthy was it was peanut butter chocolate. And I was like, for FFS, why are you buying peanut butter chocolate? I hate peanut butter chocolate. 20 minutes later, 3/4 of the block is gone.
She ate it.
Hoity J. So not only am I getting triggered at work and enabled at work, I'm getting enabled at home by my own wife, and I've had enough!
Yeah.
As long as you're not eating like cheese balls in the car between work and home.
Plus, I've got cheese balls in the car at the moment.
Who's giving you those?
They just seem to... I don't know how...
Yeah.
I don't know how they got on there, Mogi, but I'm filthy about it.
What about the cheeseburgers you pick up from BK on the way home? Who's putting those in your car?
Look, I'll take responsibility for some of the stuff that's going on in my life, but I will not take responsibility for chips being laid all over the studio desk here and my wife buying chocolate for me.
Well, look, I want to be very clear here. Look, we've got a bet going. The bet is that, I am not allowed to have any snacks in the studio, in the office for the duration of the year. We've got a $100 bet going on each, me and you and me and Keyzie, separate bets, $100 side bets there. So I'm working very hard to have no snacks. So far, so good. But what I am enjoying is seeing you every single day pounding away on the chips. And just recently you started getting better. You started getting a bit of a backbone. You started being able to kind of avoid the chips. And I thought to myself, well, that's not on, actually. I like seeing Jase absolutely demolish entire packs of chips at a time every single day. And I'm not joking. So I got in touch with the chip company. They're proper Chris. They sent us up a box of chips. So every single day I'm going to put a bag of chips on your desk just so I can watch you eat them. Because it's not enough for me to not eat crisps. I want to see you eat them every single day while I'm having none and being an absolute saint. Now, you don't have to eat them, but it's up to you to show a bit of backbone, in my opinion, and not be tempted.
Well, it's very easy to not be tempted when they're not here, Mogi. So, I mean, is this enabling behaviour by you guys? Or is it just Hoyt lacking backbone? You text me on 3483 and let me know.
Yeah.
Actually, that peanut butter chocolate was delish, by the way.
You're saying you feel like something sweet now.
I do, actually.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
We're talking snacks, aren't we, fellas?
Snacks, yeah.
I was just saying that the boys have ordered in a massive box of chips to sort of tempt me into snacking away throughout the show. When I go home at night, my wife buys bars of chocolate. You were saying in your household off air there, Keyzie, that all the snacks and stuff you've got under lock and key because your lovely wife... No self-control whatsoever when it comes to the snacks.
Yeah, you were saying off air that she only gets snacks when she's been and I quote, good girl.
Yeah, which I found a bit creepy, actually.
No, that's incorrect. It was good little girl.
Oh.
No, that isn't what I was saying off air at all. What I was saying off air is that in my house...
house?
At our house.
Your house. Yeah, boy, oh boy, this is going from bad to worse.
Keyzie's digging himself out of this hole.
Yes.
at our house,
At
which is
Keezie's
owned,
house.
Actually, it is Keyzie. Me and Mrs. Keyzie at our place, we've got like ice cream and stuff in the freezer, but we aren't allowed to have it in there because she'll just eat it willy-nilly, whereas I won't. So the answer is we're not allowed chocolate in the house or snacks because she'll eat it because she just can't help it.
Right.
Which I assume is what you guys are both like as well.
And Mogi, you were saying off here, mate, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's in the house, you'll have it.
Yep.
Your booze,
That goes for
your
booze,
durries,
darts,
any kind of gear.
Any kind of gear, yep.
Yeah.
Booze,
Snacks.
darts. What else is there? Snacks, chips.
Snacks.
Vapes?
Chocolate less so.
Right,
Less
okay.
so of a chocolate.
Yeah, I blame my wife
Although
for
if I
that.
have one piece, then it's all on.
Yes.
But if I know that chips are there, crackers, I love me crackers.
Yeah, cheeses.
Yeah, I love me. Well, no, actually, I can leave the cheese.
Oh, no, I can hoe into the cheese. So, yeah, I'm like you. I'm an all-or-nothing type guy. And interestingly, I never used to be into chocolate, but then I met my wife and she's ruined me in that regard. But it's quite a...
Shocking, isn't it?
Yeah, it is shocking. I'm quite shocked by what you do in your household, actually, Keyzie.
Well,
I find it a bit...
And it's
yeah.
interesting. I mean, what is wrong with her eating those snacks?
Yeah.
No, it's totally fine.
Except
it's her.
you banned them.
No,
You
she
banned
bans them.
Oh, she banned them.
So she'll say, no, we can't have this in the house. So I'm not buying it anymore. We're not allowed to have this anymore. But I'll be like, I really like that. No, if we have it in the house, I'm going to eat it while you're not looking.
Yeah,
And so we just can't have it.
right.
And
Because you're saying off here that it was driven by you.
did I say that?
Yeah, I remember you saying that very clearly, actually,
Yeah.
Keyzie.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was in your prenup,
Was it?
which was an extensive document
Oh, man. Have
that
you heard
ran
this
into
new...
the dozens of pages.
I was
here
quite
from Linkin
shocked
Park.
about your
It's so
prenup,
good.
actually.
It's a pretty good song.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. This is breaking news.
I'd like to direct your attention to the photo I've just sent through to the Hodaki Big Show chat.
Sure.
This was sent in by a listener as well. Jase, I'd like you to tell me what you see in that photo.
I see Coity J, Minogio, and Sonia Gray.
Yeah.
With the ACC commentary
This
team.
is Aubrey Fish, by the way, on Instagram. What do you see Minogue doing there?
Yes. Yes, boy.
What do you see him
Yes,
doing?
boy. I see him shoving his big mitt into a bowl of nuts.
Correct.
Yes.
That's right.
If you don't know, Minogue's vowed he's not snacking at all for the whole year. If he does, he pays us $100.
On the Hodaki Big Show.
What? It's not...
On the, not in
I thought it
my
was at
not
work.
in my entire
I believe it was. I believe
was
it
hired
was.
by the ACC to do a separate job, and I will snack my way through that as much as I please, as I will anywhere else. When it comes to this studio and when I'm working here for the Big Show, I will not snack.
I think the phrasing of it was, Mr. Speaker.
Oh, this will be where
A
it gets
point of
changed
order, Mr.
completely.
Speaker. Point of order.
I make something up.
In studio, I believe, was the phrase.
I heard... I just
Mogi
won't-
is not allowed to snack all year in studio. Now,
Not in any studio,
No,
in the
in
Hodaki
studio.
Big Show. And also, that's not what I said. I said, as long as I'm in here, I will not snack at all. Anything to do with the Big Show, I will not snack.
Hang on, no, it was I won't eat snacks at work. Because you're out in the office there's always snacks. You're not
That's
even
true.
eating
I
them.
don't eat out there either.
But for some reason, you're allowed in that other little room on the end there.
But that's separate employment, Keyzie.
Right.
Entirely different employment.
Oh, is
Different
it?
boss. I
Right.
do a separate invoice for that work down there.
point of order, Mr. Speaker, if I might.
Yeah.
I believe you were at work. I believe you were in a studio, and I believe you were eating snacks.
If this is the way you guys want to win this bet,
Yes.
you're welcome to have it, and I'll happily pay you the $100 each if this
Sweet.
is how you want to win it.
When will you bring it in? Like Monday?
I'll bring it in on Monday.
Actually, you
100%.
owe me $10 as well, so
I'm happy to pay you your $10.
And
I'm
Jake,
happy to pay you the 100.
Can I just, point of order, Mr. Speaker? I'm not in any way happy about you paying Keyzie back $10 because he lent you $10.
Right.
You owe me...
For me, that's negligible, and that should be wiped from the script.
Oh look, to me, it's also like Keyzie demanding that you buy him a packet of twisties.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, I
Yes.
bought you 4 packets, and you haven't bought me a single packet of Twisties yet.
Oh, I think this is going to tear us apart.
I told you it was going to.
Just so you know, by
I'm
the
just
way.
going out for a dart.
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah, might have some more of those peanuts as well.
Might as well, mate. Go the hog, I say.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Now, listen, we had a bit of controversy in the show last week. There was a famous bet that was made
That's right.
by Minogio, and he vowed.
Well, not just by me.
He vowed
He proposed it.
that he would never snack again this year in the studio. He would not
Correct.
indulge in snacks in
the studio.
studio.
And
Correct.
No, at work.
And at work. At
No.
work.
Oh, you're changing it now. No,
At
it was
work.
in studio.
At work.
Yeah. At the
Actually,
Hodaki,
you're right, Keyzie, you're
Keyzie,
right,
it was.
Keyzie.
The
At
Hodaki
work.
Big Show, you're right.
At work.
Yeah, at the Hodaki
Now,
Big Show.
A photo was taken of Minogue snacking on some
Nuts, I think it
and
was.
grains
Nuts and
in
raisins.
one of the studios there.
When I was
Caught on
working,
camera, by the
when I
way.
was working for the ACC,
Right.
And
separate place of work.
not a separate place of work at all.
I
same
I
place.
Same
invoiced,
place.
invoiced separately, completely
Same
separate
place.
place of work.
So it was caught on camera. So we put it to the people. Has Mogi
Yeah.
broken his no snack
Yeah.
promise
Yeah.
and thereby owes Keyzie and myself $100 each?
The reason, by the way, that this bet is so massive is because there's constantly snacks everywhere here at Hodaki.
That's
There's
right.
chips everywhere, nuts everywhere.
And in
At
fact,
Hodaki, that's right, Keyzie. I'm glad you pointed that out again.
and in fact, can I make the point that Mogi ordered got a box of chips sent to us
That's right.
just to lay
Proper
them
crisps.
around the
Yeah.
place so that Hoity
Just
J
to
would be
tempt Hoity
tempted.
J.
Now we put it to
by
the
the
people.
way, that worked. He was massively
Oh, he had
tempted.
2 bags
ate
the
so
first
many.
day. It was out the gate.
It was great.
We put it to the people on our Instagram account, and the result was overwhelming.
It was.
87%
Yeah.
said yes, he has broken his no snack rule
Yeah.
and should pay up. $100 for Hoity J.
Yeah.
$100 for Keyzie. And Keyzie and I are in agreement.
That's right. And it's... look, fellas, I'm more than happy to pay you guys out $100.
That's great.
Because I thought I was dealing with gentlemen when making this bet.
Well, that's stupid.
It was quite clear that it was around the Hodaki
maybe in my case, but certainly not Keyzie's.
It was quite clear that the bet was made for the Big Show and the office prior to. But,
Yeah, but you can't-
give it, hang on, can I just speak here, Keyzie? You guys are both jumping in. You're very sensitive about this. Now, I was working in a completely different studio prior to me coming into work for the Hodaki Big Show. My shift over on for the ACC finished before I started at the Big Show. Then I came over, at which point I continued to not have any snacks because I find it so completely easy. Now, if you guys are the kind of people, if you think this is what the bet was, I am more than happy to pay you out if you're going to be happy with that, okay?
Yeah.
I thought that you were men of integrity, especially you, Jase. Keyzie, obviously an animal. He'll take
Well, I don't
any,
know what you
any
thought
money
that
he
about
can get.
Keyzie.
Yeah, can I have it now?
So look, if you guys want that money, I am more than happy to pay you out. But at the same time, I am going to continue through with my bet until the end of the year, when I'll continue to hold up my end of the bargain, which is that I will not have any snacks for the duration of the year. And I do want to just apologise for me mistaking the kind of men I was working with. So apologies there.
Okay, just before what I think we need to do is get Pugs, and I'll help him as well, to go back through the archives, find the exact audio of what was said
Yes.
when we made the agreement, and then come back tomorrow or Wednesday.
I only want you to do that if Jase is happy with it, because he doesn't look happy.
No, screw
Jase
that.
looks like he wants the 100.
Screw that. Listen to me. Listen to me. As always, we put it to the people,
That's right.
and the people overwhelmingly came down in our favour. Now you've got two choices, Minogue: cash, or you can give me. I can give you my bank account number. Which would you prefer?
Oh, I'm whatever you prefer.
Cash,
Look,
please.
yeah, cash it is. And just on that, we're going to go back and we'll look at all the other surveys we've done. And wherever the audience has said that we need to do something, we're going to make sure that we do that for old Hoity J as well, all right?
Fair enough, mate.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Good as gold.
Beautiful.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Keyzie and I are actually gobsmacked.
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
We have had a extraordinary thing happen. A lot of people won't be aware of this, but we made a bet with Mogi that there was to be no snacks for Mogi for the entire year in the studio. Otherwise, he'd have to pay me $100 and Keyzie $100, and vice versa. If he didn't
Yeah.
snack, then Keyzie and I would each pay him $100.
That's right.
Brazenly.
7 weeks in now, haven't done it once.
Well,
Right in front of our eyes, he brings out a series of snacks. Not just one snack, but the epitome of snacks. A banana, some almonds. I don't even know what to say about that except show me the money, Mogi.
well, this is the second thing he's done too, because he's already been busted eating snacks on the ACC stream.
How do you feel about that, Keyzie?
That's part of the office, right? But we let him off with that.
No, you didn't let me off.
Yeah,
it
we
wasn't
did.
part of the bet.
We let him off.
There's nothing to let me off.
And
You
so
didn't let me
now-
off. I was never on.
So-
you can't let me off if I'm not on, Keyzie.
So what's the rule then? So if you bring your own, so if you walked in here with 10 packets of chips, you could just eat them all.
No.
Right.
Okay.
No.
Well,
If I came in here, for example, let's just take a day at random. Let's say yesterday, when Jase had half of Pugsy's birthday cake to
Oh, yeah,
himself.
that's right. It's funny.
Shoveling it in, he's got icing all over his fingers.
All over his nose.
All over his face and nose. He's saying, somebody hand me a tissue. Now, if I brought a cake from home, or lollies, any twisties, for example, or proper crisps, or any of the billions of snacks that you have here in the studio.
Burger King as well.
Yeah, anything that's, deemed,
don't you turn on me, Keyzie.
No, I was
I'll
just
give you a
listing
dig.
snacks.
Then, I think it's anything where if I was having it, you would say, you probably wish I wasn't having it, I'm trying to cut down on snacks. You know how people say they want to cut down on snacks? The snacks that I'm having, I don't want to cut down on because they're actually good for me. So I've got almonds, a banana, and a protein bar as part of this diet thing I'm doing.
Well, there we go.
So
I
it
mean,
is a planned diet.
yeah, now look, Mr. Speaker, if I make the point, the man's just incriminated himself by saying, and indeed, the snacks that I brought in.
Yeah, they're snacks.
They're snacks.
And there's
If I
no
said to my daughter, go and have a snack, there's some almonds in the blah, 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 or there's a banana you could have.
Certainly.
Or there's a protein bar in there. And he has the audacity to continue on with it as we're speaking. I would say they are snacks. End of story, end of discussion.
Well, I will put it to you.
The money.
I will put it to you this way: what I have brought in with me today from home, which has been given to me by a nutritionist that I should be eating each day.
What, a banana?
And I don't want you to be. Bananas are good for you. I don't know if you know that, Keyzie. I know what you use them for at home. But bananas, almonds, these particular muesli bars are good for you. So this is not snacks. This is my afternoon tea. I'm allowed to have afternoon tea.
Oh, no.
this is ridiculous.
No. This is just
What?
blatant.
This is
They
my
are
afternoon
snacks.
tea.
They are
This is
snacks.
my afternoon tea.
Yeah, half a cake was Hoity J's afternoon tea yesterday.
And listen, there was never any discussion in what you discussed about what defined a snack. You didn't say
Okay.
chips or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Just no snacks. You yourself said you brought in snacks.
100%. So what I'll say to you is I will never pay you in a million years. I will never pay Keyzie in a million years. We both know what the bet was. If you want to say that this bet is off, then the bet is off. I will die before either of you gets a penny out of me, all right? But I'm going to continue to do this bet in good faith for the rest of the year. All right?
Well, okay,
And,
how about-
and I'm just going to stick to it. If at any point I have a chip, a cake, any of the stuff that you filthy animals are stuffing in your gob any day, then I will pay the $100. No problem whatsoever.
Okay, how about
but
this?
until such a time, you guys can shove it.
All right, how about this? There's a video up at Hodaki Big Show on the Instagram story. Poll. There's footage of
I'll
Minogue
tell you
eating
now,
almonds.
95% say that I'm guilty.
But that's right.
95%.
We'll revisit this tomorrow and we'll see how we're feeling.
And you can tell the listeners as well. You listening out there? You can shove it too.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
If you've been listening to the show all over the last couple of days, you'll be aware of Snackgate, the controversy going on in the studio here between me and Keyzie and Minogue. Minogue made a vow to have no snacks for the entire year in the studio or in the offices of Radio Hodaki. Yesterday, was it?
It was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday he brought, in his own words, snacks from home. And then tried to argue that no, because they were healthy snacks, that doesn't count as snacks. But we made an Instagram post about it, and we put it to the people. We put it to the people.
I predicted that 90% would say that I was wrong.
What would you accept as a sort of vote?
Nothing.
So if 100% of people said you are in the wrong...
Do you think our listeners are the worst people in the world? Do you think I'm going to listen to a word they say?
Hey!
How dare you?
How...
They're backbones, but they're animals, every single one of them.
And
I know they want the worst for me.
They want you to pay us.
That's right.
Yeah, $100 each.
They want to see me punished, and I can totally understand that.
So, the results from the Instagram poll are out, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And even though
I don't know what these are either.
Actually, before
and neither do I.
No, it's exciting, isn't it?
And before I read this, let us just say as well, we also had a debacle last week where he was filmed eating snacks in the ACC studio.
A completely different place. Yeah.
And already wriggled his way out of that one.
Yeah, I didn't say I would stop eating snacks in my life.
Right. Okay, right.
Yeah. And we pulled up the audio for that, didn't we?
We did, yep.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on.
All right. The results are in. Do Minogue's healthy snacks from home count as snacks? 18% say no, they don't count as snacks. The bet is still on. 82%, the vast majority, say yes, he has violated the agreement. He owes $100 to both me and Hoodie J.
Yes, and can I just make the point too? I told my wife saw that yesterday, and she's a very mild man, a very calm individual. She was livid.
I can understand that.
She was filthy.
I've just got a question for both of you. When I indulged in those snacks yesterday,
Almonds.
What was the almonds, the banana?
Yeah.
What was my demeanour? Was it the behaviour of somebody who thought he was about to lose $200? Or was it the behaviour of somebody who thought he was completely within the rules of the bet? Did I look worried that I was about to, through eating a banana, that I was about to lose $200?
And another little packet of something as well. And,
a protein muesli bar,
And when you stated...
So, no, that's my question for you. Can you answer that? Did I look like I was...
That's what was quite stunning about it, was that you said, I've brought some... snacks from home.
Look, let me put it to you this way, fellas. I have totally misunderstood what the bet was.
Right, so that's on you.
I thought well, just let me finish, Keyzie. You're getting very shirty, man. You've got to calm down, man, because this is where things can get out of hand.
Right, sorry about that.
So I misunderstood it. I thought that it was the bad habits that we had around eating your chippies, eating your chocolates, eating your cakes and those sorts of things. I didn't realise that it was across-the-board snacks. It has become clear to me that is the case, and so I'm happy to pay both of you $100. I'm happy to do it. I totally misunderstood what the bet was, but that's on me. That's my fault. So I am happy to pay you both $100. I don't want you guys to be angry about something where I've just completely gotten the wrong idea, because like the way that I just ate them in front of you like I didn't have a care in the world, it was because I didn't think I'd done anything wrong. So I was wrong. And so you're right. You guys deserve $100 each.
Thanks, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
so
that's good.
Just let me know how you want it. Whether you want it in do you want a $100 note each or 5 20s? I can do a cash. I'll do a transfer.
Can I do it in crisp $5 notes?
I know Keyzie wants it in bags of twisties.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Speaking of good eating, I've just been admiring old Hoity J here.
Thanks, mate.
Who's just devoured another bag of cheese balls. And what a backbone you are, Jase.
Thank you, man.
You're the backbone of the snack industry in this country.
I appreciate it. Can I just make the point on that I've got some cheese balls in the car as well for when I...
Oh, you've earned it. You've earned it.
Yeah, thank you,
So
man.
what's happened this year is, it's fair to say that I was also a man of the snacks. I was a snack man. If there's any chips,
we called you the snack man, didn't we? Oh, here's the snack man, Mogi.
Snack man. And if there's any chips sort of around, or chocolates, or mints.
That was a big one.
That was bizarre.
Eating
that was bizarre. That's when I realised you had a big problem. A big problem.
I'd be hoeing in like nobody's business. But then we had a bet at the start of this year that I would not have any of those snacks, those delicious chips. They look good, man. $100 each, wasn't it?
Yep, for the whole year. And we've had a few up and downs,
Had a few up and downs.
There's been some
a few questions
controversy.
asked.
Yeah, for sure.
But I haven't had any chips or chocolate or anything nice. Only carrots and almonds and shit.
Desiccated fake chicken.
That's true. That's right. And on that note, if I had a bet with you, I said to you, Jase, do you reckon I'll bet you $100 Can you go a year without eating some desiccated fake chicken? What would you say?
No worries, mate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is why that's not the bet.
But on the, putting the shoe on the other foot as well, I reckon I could go a year without snacks as well.
You think you could go a
Yeah,
year?
no,
I don't even think you could go a day without cheese balls.
I mean, if you guys
This
wanna-
is what happened the day after. I went on the wagon, so I stopped. No more snacks for Mogi, and I took a record every single day for the next 22 days. So it was 4 weeks of the snacks that you had each day. So day 1, bag of chips. Day 2, bag of chips. Day 3, mini chocolate Moros and a bag of chips. Day 4 we were on the road, and day 5 we were on the road, so we had lots of snacks. We went down south, I think, Christchurch.
That's right.
So that doesn't count. Those snacks don't count. Day 6, cake and chips. Day 7, nothing.
Hey,
Here he is.
There you
Shot.
go.
Day off.
There you go.
Day 8, chips, bar of chocolate. Day 9, Arnott's Bluey biscuits.
Oh, yeah, but I only had a couple of those.
Well, just let me. Jace's comment on them. I don't like them. They're a bit plain. Day 10, bar of chocolate. Day 11, bag of chips. Day 12, bag of chips. Day 13, bag of chips. Day 14, bag of chips. Day 15, 1.5 whoppers. Day 16, 2 bags of salt and vinegar export chips. Then waited an hour and a half for someone to leave, then shouted out, "She's gone, boys," and ran out to get some more chips. That was Courtney from the ACC. You're
That's
trying to
right.
steal her chips. Day 17, nothing. Might call a doctor. Day 18, nothing. Day 19, chocolate for Valentine's Day. Day 20, licorice. Day 21, cheese balls. Day 22, chips. That is a hell of a diet you're running there,
Well,
Hoyt.
I tell you what, actually, I'm surprised by the licorice because I'm not a fan of it.
Well, that's
I don't
right.
know what was going
you're
on there.
such an addict. You're such an animal. You'll have anything.
Yeah, that's true.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
13 days out of 20, you had at least one bag of chips.
And it's
Yes.
like a big bag too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a family size, not one of those little ones.
Now, I just want to point out
Now, I'm a bit concerned that someone's going to point the finger at me, but anyway, I'm with.
there's a couple of mitigating factors, if I might, in my defence. First of all, I was without your massive gob helping me out in this process.
That's right.
And that was
You don't need him.
That was a significant
Yeah.
change for me.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, it wasn't because you'd usually open 2 bags.
And I would also like to point out that along and during this time,
Don't.
Mogi
Yeah.
actively went out of his way to get in touch with chip companies,
Yeah.
chocolate companies,
Have them
and
deliver
to lay in my full field of vision all of these traps.
Yeah.
And so your enabling behaviour
That's right.
was of no help to me whatsoever.
100% agreed. But at the end of the day, if I can do it,
But
if I can not snack Hoity J, I'd expect you to be a man of a bit more steel, to be honest with you. And I was a bit saddened by the fact that all I had to do was chuck a bag of chips out and your nose would be in the trough in no time flat. 13 bags of chips in 20 days. That is unbelievable.
Well, the reality of
He's
it,
eating
Hang on.
licorice. He's eating chocolate. He's eating cheese balls.
the reality of it is too is
He's
that
eating
I would have had some at home as well.
Bluey-themed biscuits.
also, what about the one where he went and actively waited for Courtney to leave so he could steal her chips?
So I could steal her chips. That
Now
was
listen,
a shock.
okay,
That wasn't Minogue.
Don't shut it. Here's the deal. Starting today,
Oh, yeah.
no snacks for Hoity
Oh,
J
okay.
in the studio.
Can you clip this
And
audio, Pugs?
if I can do that for the rest of the year,
Yeah.
$200 each from you.
I'm going to owe you guys $300.
No. Well, here's the thing. I've already been doing it for half a year, so I'm not paying you double for doing less.
Well, $200. Back
Absolutely
yourself.
not.
Back
Absolutely
yourselves,
not.
guys.
Absolutely not. But, and also, I'm not sure that I need you in the studio in that kind of a mood.
Yeah,
the
true.
withdrawals, the anger.
Well, I want to put it out to the listeners then. Is there anyone out there that will sponsor me for $200 if I don't have another snack for the rest of the year in the studio.
Actually, by the way, if there are any snack companies listening, feel free to send all your free snacks in if Jase does agree with us. Definitely do it. Get in touch on the Hodaki Big Show
And
Instagram.
that would be the thing. I mean, I think I'd probably take that bet if I could fill the studio up with snacks every day.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Just noted, Mogi, a big box of lollies have been sent to us.
Yeah.
No problem for me because I'm quite a disciplined guy when it comes to that, but I'm worried about you and Keyzie there.
Oh, yeah.
And Pugs there too, you know.
Yeah, right.
Just hoeing in.
Trust
Yeah.
you to sniff out the lollies with that massive nose of yours, Jase.
Do you think you guys are going to be able to control yourselves or what?
Well, I've controlled myself all year, so I reckon I should be right.
Right, how much are we going to pay you if we lose? by the
100
way?
each.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. But I can't see either of you reaching into your pockets, to be honest with you.
Oh,
I think both of you will renege on the deal. That's what I'm anticipating.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. What people don't know about me is I'm actually a very generous man.
No, I know, because they've never seen
In
it.
the nose department.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.